Hi everyone and welcome to a new video. Today I'm going to try to fix up this pig pasture. We have this hut right here, that's our backyard and that's the house. So in this pig pasture we had a little fence, an extra fence up here to make a small pasture up top here. But that fence is completely broken, so we're just going to remove it. I actually have started, so I've taken out these pallets here the other day, and I'm going to go around the fence line to check if there is any stuff that has grown up, like little trees and stuff. I have started going over with the trimmer, the grass trimmer here. You can see I've cleared a little bit on this side, but right now I'm going to go over to this side and check behind the hut, because I know there are some trees and stuff there that already last year was a little bit of a problem. Yes, you can see the fence here, part of the fence, it is completely broken. So here was a gate, but the pigs decided that they wanted to go out in the middle there, right through the fence. So this fence was only to try and keep track of them. We closed them in at night to begin with, but we soon realized that as long as there is power on the electric fence in the big pasture around there, they will not go anywhere, because they are very well trained. So we're just going to remove this year. But over here, so this is the back of the hut. I can see, is it bulging? No, I think it's supposed to be that way. But I can see we have a loose board there that has fallen out. I need to fix that later. I did not bring the screwdriver or screws. I just brought with me these tools for now. So here is the end of the fence, and here you can see it's going through the trees. And I don't know, last year it was kind of touching some branches and stuff, but we never got around to fixing it because there was enough power in it anyways. But for this year I want to just adjust a little bit, so I'm gonna see if I can get in here and get access to, yes, if I go in here in between, and I can access it. Oh, I can see what we actually did to keep the fence line from going straight on the tree. So we actually put one of these pieces of rubber. Maybe that can stay there. Maybe I just need to cut some small branches around. That could actually stay like that. That could be good. So let's go and check. I will put this on time-lapse now, because otherwise I will run out of battery very, very quickly. So let's get to work. So here we have another problem. You can see this tree has fallen over and it's actually laying on the fence wire right here. So this is the fence wire right here, and the tree is basically on it. So I'm gonna have to get some help from Michael and saw this tree off with the chainsaw. I don't actually know how to use the chainsaw yet. I'm going to learn sometime, but I haven't yet. So that big tree there needs to come away. We have walked all over that end of the pasture now, and as far as I can see, I can't really do much with the tools I have with me. I need to use the trimmer to trim down all the little stuff that's growing along the edge, and then I can come back and see if I need to cut down anything bigger. But for now, let's continue checking. So now we've checked a little bit more, and I can see on this side, basically from around here to the corner-ish over there, the lower line on this side is very, very low. It's almost underground. So I actually might come back and raise that just a little bit, because in this pasture we're only going to have the big pigs, so Hedda, Hulda and Carl, and we don't need to have the fence line that low, because they might just push a lot of stuff on top of it. So I'm going to raise that a little bit, I think. So yeah, let's keep checking. So this is as far as I got with the grass trimmer the other day. Just about here. You can see up there it's trimmed along the line. But on this side, I'm going to take away one of these lower lines, because there's three fence lines here. 1, 2, 3. You can see there. And even if we're going to have small piglets in here, in this other pasture here, for next year, or well, for later in the summer, so the new piglets that are coming in, I think it was around 20th of August. That is if Carl has gotten the job done when we saw him trying. They will live in here in this pasture. So even if we're going to have those little ones there, I'm still going to remove one of these fence lines, because we were thinking about putting some kind of chicken wire fence thingy on this side. So the isolators are on this side of the fence. So on this other side here, we can put some chicken wire along, so that there is a physical barrier for the little ones. And then I actually might need to put one electric wire on this side, because when the mamas move into that pasture there, Carl is gonna stay in this big one here that we are checking now. So they will live right next to each other, and so for him to not try and go through the fence, I might need to put one wire on this side. I think one would be enough to keep him on this side. He's very, very scared of the fence wire. It hurts a lot, he thinks. So let's see. I'm going to cut this little tree bush thingy here, and then we'll continue upwards. So we have reached the corner here, and in this corner here I'm going to put a gate in so that it will be easier to move the pigs from between these two pastures. And in order to do that I need to switch out these isolators for the ones that has a metal ring on either end, because right now when we unhook this to let the pigs through, the whole fence line slacks, and since we have 4 wires it gets a bit messy to try and keep track of them, get them back and make sure it's all tensed up all the way. So I'm going to put a gate here, although I can see this corner is a little messy with lots of connections. I'm gonna have to go through this properly and see if it's better to put the handles here or to put the handles there. We'll see. We'll see about that. That is another project that needs done. So here I have done on this side, I have gone over with the trimmer, and you can see I have a tree here that needs cutting. I have some little ones over there that needs cutting, so let's do that. And now we're back to where we started. We started over there. Over there is the hut, our house, and the end of the pasture. So these pallets here is what I was talking about before, the extra fence we had. So those I will remove, and this big tree here that we've tried to use as a support needs to go. Let's see, we have a pallet there I need to carry out, and we have some stuff over here. So the fence, this fence here with pallets, basically went all along here and to over there. So they would have a smaller pasture up here. But as I said, that didn't really work, so we are skipping that completely. We're removing it so they can have free access to the full pasture at all times. So now I'm going to take a break, and then I'm going to go over with the trimmer. I'm not going to bring the camera when I'm doing the trimmer because it is heavy and not easy to carry around, while also trying to do filming. So I'll do that part, and then I'll come back and show you some other work in here. And we are back to cleaning up the big pig pasture. We have some pallets here left, around here. I have 1 pallet down there I need to bring up. I have already gone around to check the fence wire and done the adjustments around there. I will take you along to do one last check later on, when everything is done and we need to try to put on the power and see if we have power in the fence line. Before I put on the power, I am going to do one last check, and I will bring you along for that in a little bit. But first we gotta clean up these pallets. We have some here, we have that one there, and I have some over by that tree over there. So let's get to work. Right, so it is actually starting to rain a little bit, so I'm going to take a break. I managed to stabilize this corner here a little bit. It doesn't look the prettiest. It looks kind of like crap, but it is more stable. I'm gonna need to do some more stabilizing on this side later on. And I will also have to put the fence wire from there on this side around the tree and connect it over there on the fence line, so that the pigs don't destroy this corner. But I've managed to get almost all the pallets away. This is the last one, and it is stuck to this long tree here. And I have one sort of tree I showed you earlier in the video down at the other end of the pasture that is fallen over and is laying on the fence line. That I need to take away as well, but basically I think that's it. I have done some other things as well that I will show you when it's not raining, because right now I need to go save the tools and take a break from the rain. So I will be back out here as soon as it's not raining. So the pigs are in their new pasture. I never got around to showing you the fence line or sawing off the tree or finishing up the corner down there, but everything got done. And we managed to move the pigs later in the afternoon. Let's see, I can hear one over here. Let's see if they have found their way in. They have been in the pasture for about 2 hours, I think. Hey, Hulda. Hi, girl. Hey. Are you happy? Are you happy? Huh? So they have already been around rooting a lot. And can't see the other two. But they have been up several times up in this area and drinking some water, and pushed out one water water bowl. And but they are big pigs. They are very well behaved. Moving them was a little bit of an adventure. They were behaving very well, but they were very hesitant and turned back a couple times before they were convinced to go all the way. But we finally got them all the way over here. We had to kind of lure them with feeding bowls across our driveway and around the house and over to this pasture. But they seemed very happy once they got in, so that's good. Are you happy, Hulda? Huh? She's talking a lot. You have a lot of stuff to eat now. Lots of stuff to root around in. I have no idea where the other two are. It's quite a big pasture, so they could be anywhere. You're gonna lay down again. Oh. I'm tired, big mama. I'm tired, big mama pig. I will leave you alone, Hulda. I will leave you. I'm gonna go close up some buildings, and then I'm gonna come back and see if I can find the others. Look who I found here when I came back. Huh? Hey, Hedda. Were you up here looking? Drinking water? Do you have Carl with you also? Yes, I can see Carl. He's coming over there. Hi, Carl. Hey, Carl. Well, you already got food. I know you think you're gonna get food now, but you already got food, huh? Hi. Hey. Are you happy? Are you so happy, huh? Got lots of new space to dig around in, huh? Yes. Yes, lots of new space. Lots of new space. Lots of new space.